A simple Google search for rules of logarithms brings up a ton of information, but picture good, word bad. So let's click on images and, oh, this one's colorful. I like colors. Well, look at that. This says log base b of the product of m and n is equal to log base b of m plus log base b of n. Must be true, found on the internet. In fact, I can also try that on a calculator, just plugging in values for b, m, and n and see that it's true. In this week's episode of Wednesday's Why, I'd like to show you why that's true. How that logarithms are, well, they approach a situation the same way that exponents can, but from a different direction. So my hope is that you will not only know that this is true, but you'll know why it's true, and you'll be better able to read math and understand why all of these others also are true. Anyway, let's get started. Let's suppose that there's some mathematical equation and we want to explore it a little bit. Like, we know this is true, 2 cubed is 8, but what if we didn't know one of the parts? Like, we didn't know the exponent, we didn't know the product. You see, when you don't know the exponent, logarithms are particularly useful. There's powerful math we can use to figure out the exponents, and when we don't know the product, well, exponential expressions are particularly useful. You see, logarithmic expressions and exponential expressions, they both approach the same problem, but from a different angle. You see, exponents, well, they help you figure out the product, and logarithms, they help you figure out, well, the exponent. And just to make sure we're all solid right here, these two things are saying the same exact thing. You see, the base is A, right? The base is A. The product is C. The product is C, and the exponent is B. So either way, we are still dealing with repeated multiplication. Can't let that get too far from our thoughts. All right, so let's see where that first rule comes from. Let's take these two things right here. What we're going to do is we're going to explore, well, this little mathematical world right here. I got these two things are true. Now we could use numbers. We know that this is 8 and this would be 4, right? But let's if we use 8 and 4, then all the numbers actually get really confusing. So let's just use these variables right here, these unknowns, m and n. It's just going to help us substitute things a little bit more easily. Now, I could rewrite this over here as log base 2 of m equals 3, and I could rewrite this one as log base 2 of n equals 2, right? Okay, now, what if I wanted to take and just multiply m times n? This is what's going to help me understand how this first rule of logarithms works. So m times n, since m is 2 cubed and n is 2 squared, then m times n would be 2 cubed times 2 squared. Now, these are exponents, and if the bases are the same, you can add the exponents. This is 3 2's multiplying, and that is 2 2's multiplying. That would be 5, so you could add them. Now, I'm not actually going to add the 3 plus the 2 because that's not going to help us get to any sort of understanding about that rule, so I'm going to leave it written just like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and just rewrite this whole thing right here as a logarithm. This would say log base 2, right? And then this is the exponent, and this is the product. So log base 2 of m times n equals 3 plus 2. You see, the base, the exponent, and the product. That's how it works. Now, we know what 3 equals, right? We know that 3 equals log base 2 of m, and we know that 2 equals log base 2 of n. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and substitute that. We're going to leave this side, the left side of the equal sign, the same, but do you see? That's what 3 equals, and this is what 2 equals. So I hope I've demonstrated where that rule comes from, how it works. You see, when the bases are the same and you're multiplying, like right here, you add the exponents, and that's where this thing comes from. So anyway, hope this was useful. If it was, you could really help me out by clicking like and maybe subscribing. You could visit my website, thebeardedmathman.com. And as always, thank you for watching.